All right, everybody, welcome to the Let's Play Retrospective. Today it is Super Metroid. We actually recorded this previously, but I fucked up in the audio because all that got recorded was Andy's side. So we're going to try again. All right, so which means we got to clear out some data here, and we are going to start on game B. Of course, I need to reset the controls to make sure that they are to what I prefer. It's nice that you can do that because there are so few games that allow you to change your control settings.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's not a lot of them, but there are at least a few that allow you to do that, and that's nice. Others, no freaking way.
No.
So, Super Metroid. How many times do you think you beat Super Metroid, Andy?
If I had to guess, probably close to 50.
Oh, God, really?
Yeah, I played it a lot when I was a kid.
Which do you think you played more, this or Chrono Trigger?
Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
That would be over 1,000.
Yeah. Well, and Chrono Trigger, you played it again because you want to see the other endings.
Yeah. I'm currently working on that on the DS. I'm currently collecting endings.
Yeah. I haven't played it again for a while. I would love to play it again, but at the same time, like, I have, so many other responsibilities about how, you need to gather more footage for this review, and, and you need to collect, more footage for this video, and blah, blah, blah. I mean, not that, I suppose in a way, it's a good thing I'm not doing this as a job, but at the same time, like, you set these goals, you should try and meet them.
That's just a suggestion.
Yeah.
Why should you be any different than Congress?
Ooh, sick burn. But, yeah, I want to...
I thought I'd throw that out there, though, folks.
Yeah. I would still like to get at least another hour's recording for the Metroid Other M review that I'm trying to do. But at the same time, I'm waiting on some stuff that I ordered before I get started on the actual video recording for the review. Like, I have a whole character persona planned and exactly what I want to do with it. So.
What, are you breaking out your J-Dog character on
No. This is a different character.
Okay.
I don't have a very good name for him right now. All I'm thinking of calling him is that Nintendo guy, where the premise of the bit is that he's a huge Nintendo fanboy. And so for his very first review, he unfortunately has to do Metroid Other M.
Ooh, yeah.
And he's like, shit.
Like, fuck monkeys.
Giant dragon!
Like, oh yeah, we should actually comment on that now.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. If we talk about other stuff when we're playing video games. Although it would help, if we did occasionally talk about said subject that we're supposed to be doing a video on.
Yeah.
Stop getting all up in my face.
Die, Wrigley! Die! Oh, wait. Oh, no.
Die, Ridley Scott! Your movies are terrible! I mean, well, not all of your movies are terrible, but...
Yeah. He's kind of one of them that's hit and miss.
Yeah. If you could list them, what are some of his movies that you've seen that you did like?
I don't know. I would actually have to sit there and actually think about it.
Right. Well, and you're probably not as familiar with his filmography as I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
probably not.
Yeah. Well, he did the original Alien. He did
Yeah.
Blade Runner. He did Gladiator. Most recently, he did that Prometheus movie, which I really did not care for. Of course,
yeah, I still need to see, but I'm probably not going to like it.
Yeah. That was a movie that kind of split a lot of people, too. Where, like, there were some people who said, yeah, I thought it was okay. There were other people who thought it was great, and then there were other people, like me, who hated it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one of those movies.
I kind of want to see it just to kind of give it a fair shot, but,
Mm-hmm.
Every time I catch it there on TV, it's usually like an hour past it already.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
and I'm a little ADD about, or OCD about certain things. I like to actually watch movies from beginning to end, not come in the middle of it.
Yeah. That's why I will commonly rent a movie. That and it's usually the case of, like, I'm not sure I want to spend some ungodly amount, just to go see a movie in a movie theater.
Yeah.
Especially if it turns out, like, wow, this movie sucked. I really did not like this.
Yeah.
So
I kind of don't have that option here.
yeah, I know. Andy, again, for those of you who don't know, he lives out in the middle of nowhere, out in Kentucky.
Yeah.
And so, like, the nearest rental video store is what, like, a good hour or two
Actually,
drive from you?
that like closed down.
Oh.
Because it was a Blockbuster.
Yeah.
So.
Rest in pieces, Blockbuster Video. All right, so here we are on the planet Zebus. Yes, back to the game that we should be talking about. Yeah, see, the problem is that we already
did this already.
We already did do a full video talking about this, but the video was unusable because the audio was only Andy's side.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, shit, we gotta do this again. And so now it's like, yeah, we're talking, but we're not talking about the game. So
again, we apologize.
But yeah, Super Metroid. While I did play a bit of the original Metroid, this was the one Metroid game that I did play a lot. And I know a lot of people claim that it came out at the end of the Nintendo's,
Super Nintendo's
life cycle.
To me, it kind of seemed more like it came out in the middle of it.
Yeah, because I don't think the life cycle really ended until probably about 96 or so, because that was right about when the N64 came out. There were certainly other games that did come out right at the end of the Super Nintendo life cycle.
Yeah.
Some games that were like, oh, okay, that's a game. And then there were, like, I know the Final Fantasy games came out just about the same time as Super Metroid did for the Super Nintendo.
It's a debate that will never end.
Yeah. I mean, something else that always confused me, too, was that every time I've watched some sort of a retrospective on the Metroid series, is that there are always people who say that though the games have received some critical praise and are well loved by fans, they don't sell well. And from what little research I've tried to do to try to find out as much as I can about that, as far as I understand, the games sell well here in the States, but they don't sell very well over in Japan.
Which is kind of weird, because you would think, like, well, hot female girl in a mech suit. What's there not for Japan to like?
Well, I mean, it's not, like they flaunt, that a lot.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is that they don't flaunt that she's a girl.
And at the same time, like, well, and as I guess I understand it over in Japan, I guess it's that they are more interested or just more into the whole JRPG thing.
Yeah.
Than they would, a side-scrolling action game.
Yeah. That's true, because after all, Dragon Quest outsells Final Fantasy in Japan.
Yeah. In fact, as I understand it, every time a Dragon Quest game comes out, schools and work are closed on that day because everybody goes out to buy
because they know no one's going to show up.
Yeah. Which is just, well, which is something you can never hear about for anything else.
Popular game series there, man.
Yeah. Well, and that is definitely something you will never hear about that happens, like here in the States.
Yeah.
Something like that would never happen here.
No.
Well, unless it was, for like a sporting event. That's like the closest thing I could picture.
Yeah.
But that would still never really happen.
No.
All right.
Anyway, back to the game.
Yeah.
All of that was kind of related.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pardon me.
Yeah. I remember I came into this one kind of by myself, and
I think I found out about it through Josh. Not your brother Josh, but the one in the wheelchair.
Yeah. Josh Weber.
He introduced me. Yeah, he introduced me into it, and I just kind of fell in love with the thing.
Yeah. Well, and it was pretty easy to.
Yeah.
Just some good, I guess, side-scrolling
Because up until
action.
then, I never heard of Metroid.
Yeah. Stop shooting eggs at me, bro. It's not cool.
Someone shooting eggs at you?
Yeah. The Chozo statue who attacks you after you get the
Oh,
bomb.
yeah.
Something I remember I said the last time is that it's interesting here still in that because when we were doing our video on Metroid, though you couldn't see it though. Did you ever play original Metroid at all?
Not until many years later. Not until I got like the Metroid Zero mission for the Game Boy Advance.
Okay, so then you never...
Yeah, after you actually beat it, then you'd unlock the original one. That's the only time I've ever played the original Metroid.
Okay. Is a lot of the slowdown and the flicker still in there? Even on the Game Boy Advance?
A little bit.
Okay. Because that could it's not a game-breaking problem. It is certainly something that, that can be kind of annoying, especially. But, and that was something else that was a big improvement, especially for the Super Nintendo, was that there was no more of that slowdown or glitchy problem that you would have, if you'd walk into a room and there were, if there was like more than one enemy, that the game would kind of slow down and everything would kind of flicker.
Yep.
Obviously, all they did was that they just boosted up the power a lot more and obviously gave it a lot more memory to be able to hold.
Yep.
And this game, as you can see, as we're looking here in the statue room, which is the entrance to the world of Turian. Sorry, my phone's going off. All right, everybody, and we're back. Sorry about that.
Family,
Yeah. To be single and pathetic and have to live with your family. It's so sad. And all you really do with your life is sit around playing video games.
And doing these stupid video reviews and Let's Plays.
And you wonder, why can't I get laid? I think you just explained why you can't get laid. So, what were we talking about before we?
You were talking about like looking around in statue room.
Yeah.
Shit. Sorry, brain fart.
No, it's all right. It was just that I was trying to talk about how much bigger the game had certainly become, and also how I think this is an energy room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a missile room. It's interesting because because in original Metroid, the world was still large, and if you weren't really paying attention, and if you didn't have a map either,
you got lost really easily.
Yeah. And here, first of all, you have a frickin' map system in the game.
Yay, maps!
And then, the worlds, I think, are much, much larger here, because I think in the original Metroid, there were only, 3 worlds. There was, the main level that you were on, there was Kraid's level, and then there was Ridley's level, and then there was Mother Brain.
Yeah.
And,
technically.
Yeah. Kind of. And then in this one, there were at least a few more. There was...
Yeah, there was a
Criteria, which is, I believe, where you are currently. There's Brinstar, which is where we are now.
Yep.
And then there was Norfair, and there were actually 2 levels of Norfair.
And there was the wrecked ship.
Yeah.
And
there was the water world. Meridia.
Yeah.
And then you had Turian, which was the Mother Brain's location.
Yep. I like the way they did the Mother Brain in Super Metroid much better.
Mm-hmm.
To where it actually has 2 stages to it. The normal in the jar thing, just kind of shitting stuff at you.
Yeah.
With turrets. And then the mutant brain thing that actually tries to kill you until the Metroid saves your ass.
Yeah. Yes.
And I would say spoiler, but quite frankly, if you haven't played this game and beaten it already,
yeah. Screw you!
Yeah.
Why haven't you been playing this? What's wrong with you?
You're obviously not interested in this Let's Play anyway, so...
Yeah. Yeah, right, like we really have an audience at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, so then why are we doing this?
I don't know!
Well...
Because we're sad and pathetic!
Well, then what else would we do exactly? Oh, yeah. Screw it. Oh, yeah, that's right. I can't leave this room until I kill these guys. Damn it. I keep missing. I suck.
You suck. Ha, ha, ha. You suck. Ha, ha, ha.
And it's funny, because if you're recording yourself and playing a video game, because you focus, on trying to, communicate, trying to be funny, talking about the game or whatever. But because you're kind of trying to focus on 2 things,
you don't do it well.
Yeah. But, if you're just playing the game, you do just fine. So, so it's just a very funny contrast to me.
And of course, there's the rare occasions where you enter into a zen-like state and you wind up playing really good, even though you're not really paying attention.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Which I can do sometimes.
I did that once on Soul Calibur. I think I wound up talking on the phone to some friend of the mates because they had just called and I was busy. And I was just sitting there and wasn't even really paying attention. I ended up winning.
Oh,
and not just winning, skillfully winning.
Cool. Give me missiles. Give me missiles, you nasty little spores.
Missiles are good. Missiles are good.
Yeah.
Let's destroy the giant plant monster.
Yes. blast him in the mouth.
Oh, come on, I just wanted to give you a hug.
I just want to give you a big old mouth hug. Wow, that sounded wrong.
And then digest you.
Oh, shit, my energy is low. I really hope I don't die on this boss, because I haven't saved at all. Shit. Alright, I think he needs at least, like, one more hit. And gotcha. Haha. I still beat your ass.
I win.
How's it feel? Sitting on your face. Yes, I'm exactly 12 years old.
Yeah. I'm gonna teabag you. Yeah.
Although for this concept, that doesn't really work, considering that Samus actually really doesn't have those. At least, as far as we know, she doesn't. What? Tell us, Samus.
I really hope she doesn't.
Tell us, Samus, what secrets are you hiding underneath that suit?
It's like, oh, she's got boobs.
Yes. She has little milk packers, does she? Jesus. What the hell happened to us? I thought we were professionals. Oh, wait. What?
What are you saying?
Professionals? Please. Alright. Alright. Super missile. Right.
Yay, super missile.
Wow. We can do stuff. You know, it's funny. So, I'm playing Metroid Other M. I finally got to the point where I got my Ice Beam and my Various Suit, right?
Oh, yeah. You mean Adam actually allowed you to use them?
Yes. Yes. God, that is such a stupid fucking acquisition of your powers in that game, which basically says
I have them, but I can't use them because Adam hasn't given me permission.
Yeah. You have them, you just won't use them until Adam lets you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's how the real Samus with him. It's like, what? I can't use it. Screw you! I'm using it anyway.
Yeah. I'd rather not die, if you don't mind. And I'm probably 6 hours into it right now.
Yep.
Here we've been playing barely a half hour. I already have the charge beam and the super missiles and the bombs and everything. So, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. That's okay, that's easily mitigated. And here in a little bit, I'm going to have the Various Suit too. So, it's funny, you know, because...
And the high jump boots.
Yeah, it's funny because, well, I mean, you talk about, a game length and such. I mean, this game, you can beat it in, if you really know what you're doing, you can beat it in probably about 3 hours or so, or less.
Yeah, I think to get like the best ending, you have to beat it in like just barely above 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. But what I'm saying is that it's funny how you get rewarded with so much more here. I mean, like my biggest problem with Metroid Other M is that there's no benefit for killing enemies.
Yeah.
None.
You don't get any health, you don't get any ammo. How you regain health and ammo is you concentrate.
Well, either you concentrate or you get to a save point.
Yeah.
That's how you recover energy. And trying to perform the concentration during combat is absolutely terrible because a lot of the time the dodge function that you have really doesn't work all that well. But I will save the rest of that for the review video. But just so you know, I really don't fucking like it. I really don't.
And he went in not liking it here, folks. So
well, yeah,
he's not going to be kind.
well, I mean, I'm not gonna spend like the whole review, just going on and on about, oh god, this game's a piece of shit, blah 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 blah. Like no, like I'll try to be constructive in my criticism of it.
Yeah.
But it's just, oh, man, I do not. I mean the decisions that they made the best way I can describe it, and the biggest problem of it, is Team Ninja.
Mhm.
Okay, so like how the new Ninja Gaiden games have that difficulty to it, where it's just too hard sometimes.
Mhm.
That's the biggest problem with Metroid Other M.
And they just up the difficulty level to
it's
nearly impossible.
like you'll have a room of 3 to 4 enemies. I mean, I'm not talking about like simple enemies that can be killed in maybe like 2 to 3 shots or whatever. No, you got guys who can take several shots of missiles and such, and you take damage very easily. And also considering the fact that like whenever you do kill an enemy, you don't get any energy back from them or anything at all.
Mhm.
And you do have these special finishers that you can perform on them, like when they're on the ground stunned or whatever, which is nice. But you get no benefit from it at all. I mean, if you're on like your last bar of energy, you get nothing back. And when you do the concentration ability, all it does is it fills up your last bar of energy. That's it. It doesn't replenish any of your energy tanks or anything like that. It just does your last bar of energy.
Yeah.
That's it. But again, you don't take damage very well.
Mhm.
And it's just, why did you decide to do that? I mean, that makes no sense.
Because it's Team Ninja and they're more about like, ooh, look at the boobs.
Well, they can make a good game. They can.
Well, yeah, because
I mean, the
first Ninja Gaiden game that they did was actually good.
Yeah, it was pretty balls to the wall hard.
Yeah, but it was done logically.
Yeah.
There's no logic behind it.
Yeah. And the DOA games, they were fun too.
Yeah. And once again, they objectified the girls in that thing big time.
Well, yeah. Yeah. And to be fair, Samus, she's not really overly objectified, at least so far from what I've seen.
It's just more they made her submissive.
Yeah. Well, and the voice acting in it, really doesn't help at all either.
Yeah. It's
just funny how their first attempt at doing a character was just absolutely insulting.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Damn you, Kraid, and your largeness.
Oh, come on, you want to rub Kraid's belly. It's for good luck. Come on now.
Let's see how fast I can kill you. Boom, you're dead, bitch! How's it feel? You're all dead and shit and in the ground. Alright. And various suit. Woo!
And the flashy thing.
Boom! Explosion! I have shoulder pads now. And her suit is slightly darker orange.
Michael Bay!
Explosions, Michael Bay!
Michael Bay!
And from the research I've done on Metroid Other M, this is the last little bit that I will mention about it.
Yeah.
As far as from what I've read, it sold very well over in Japan. It did very poorly here. But Nintendo does consider Metroid Other M to be a disappointment.
I can kind of see why.
Well, yeah. Well, mainly because I mean it wasn't received very well by fans.
No.
And rightly so. I mean, though there are some people who did like it, I can't really understand why.
I don't know. People are weird.
Well, yeah. Well. Hell. Yeah. I mean, everybody's always gonna like something that you probably didn't like either. So. Yeah. I just don't understand. Whatever. I mean, you can like whatever you like, just like I can like whatever I like, and I can dislike whatever I want to like. As well, yeah. I mean, as long as if you have a good reason, or you're just not interested. I don't know. All right.
Like our differing opinion on Man of Steel.
Yeah. What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, but if you could have a new Metroid game, what do you think you'd like to see, Andy?
I like what they did with Metroid Prime.
Mm-hmm.
But and if they are going to give Samus much more of a character, I would much rather they make her much more of a cold bounty hunter-like character.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking, yeah, I mean, since, right, I can't go through there yet. I need the speed boost. I was thinking that, while they did get it right with the Prime series, though there are some people, for some reason, I guess a lot of the time, did not like the Prime series, which just baffles me, because that was, like, the most popular that the series had ever been at that point, was with the Prime series.
It was done uniquely, and it was done well.
I mean, I will admit, I was the first one who really hesitated about the idea of, like, Metroid, a first-person shooter, but it worked, and it was good. It was good. It was fast-paced, and they had a really good story element in there, with the whole scanning visor stuff and everything. But what I would say I would want from a Metroid game, bring back the first-person stuff, which did work. Or hell, or you could do a third-person style game. Just don't try to combine them, because God, that really did not work for Metroid Other M.
Yeah.
It's like they really should have gone with one or the other, not both. But since the whole open world thing, which is something they are going to be doing with the new Zelda game, especially, which does have me interested in it. That and that little gameplay trailer that they showed for it recently, being like, oh, okay, well, this actually looks cool. But why not have a Metroid game that was all about Samus being a bounty hunter, where you're flying around the galaxy and taking on bounty jobs, and there is a main storyline, and you can fly around in your ship, and fly around to other planets. Yeah, maybe that's more getting into kind of what the game, No Man's Sky is doing, where you get to fly around the universe and explore. But, I think it's about time that, that maybe Nintendo tried to do something like that with Metroid, but they won't.
Well, no, because, sadly, there's a lot of hardcore fans who are like, how dare you do that? It's like, did you actually play the game? It's like, no, I refuse to, because they changed so much of it.
I can't remember where the hell I need to go now. I mean, I know I need to get the ice beam. Oh, right. God, I am a fucking retard. I have the Varia suit. God damn it, I'm stupid. But yeah, well, and like, I know they're not going to do it, because that would be too dangerous of a venture for them to try to do something so new like that. I mean, I could see them maybe doing an open world style with Samus. Only you're not flying around. Like maybe you are, exploring, like just this one planet or something. But
maybe
yeah,
make like the planet actually bigger, so where you actually feel like you're exploring an entire planet.
Yeah. So you did kind of get to do that with the Metroid Prime game. And to be fair, I only did play the first Metroid Prime. I mean, I played a little bit of the second one, but I didn't play that much of it. I should go back and try to play it again sometime.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do that for the next part.
Yeah, I was kind of interested in the second one, but just never got. Either I couldn't find it anywhere, kind of like Okami.
Mm-hmm.
I actually really wanted to play that game.
Yeah.
Could not find it anywhere.
Huh. Well, all right, everybody. This has been our Let's Play retrospective of the Metroid series. I hope that you guys have enjoyed. Once again, I would just like to. I would just like to. Pardon me. I would just like to send out a big thank you, of course, to my friend QuickKick, who does some of the special cover art for me for a lot of these videos. If you guys enjoyed this at all, please let us know in the comment section. You can like and subscribe. We do all sorts of Let's Play stuff, and we also do a podcast once every 2 weeks, and I also do all sorts of vlogs and Let's Plays, and I also try to do reviews every once in a while. But until then, we will see you guys next time for the next part of our Let's Play retrospective of the Metroid series, where we will either be taking a look, more than likely we'll be taking a look at Metroid Fusion next time.
Yeah.
So until then, I hope that you guys enjoyed, and we will see you next time. See ya!